We good.
You done?
Yeah.
You know? All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all glory and praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'Shem,
Yahushua,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'Shem,
Kakwadash,
Akakwadash.
double honors to the apostles. And it was a great millstone. Honors and salutations to a hopeful elect. Pushes his word in truth and sincerity. All right, this is GMS LA South Bay coming back with another video. We just gonna go in the spirit, because we in the last days. We in the end times. We in the sinful kingdom. Babylon the Great, aka America. You know, this place is falling. We can clearly see this place is in its last hoorah stage. You know what I'm saying? Because America, despite what Donald Trump saying he gonna make America great again, that's a lie. America is done. America had its run. The party's over. So we just gonna go in the scriptures and hopefully this is edifying to you brothers out there. So without further ado, go ahead, bro.
But it's Amos 9 and 8. It says, "Behold, the eyes of Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth,
Mm-hmm.
saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saying Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai."
Right. So, the house of Jacob, what it says when he went, read it again.
It says, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob.
Right. So the Most High, he's talking about he's going to destroy this wicked kingdom off the face of the earth. And he said he would not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, talking about the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because the Lord he preserved a remnant, he preserves an elect
Mm-hmm.
that that's going to be delivered out of this wicked kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the men out there on the highways and byways that's prophesying against this wicked kingdom, pursuing the Jeremiah 28 and 8. Go on.
Let me read it again real quick. It says, "Behold, the eyes of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai."
Yep. And then the eyes represent the angels. Those chariots. They've been having a lot of chariot sightings, all over the world, and it's increasing. Now to the point, hey, at my job, I work at the schools and shit, and I heard some of the teachers talking about the UFO thing, the news, the UFOs being in the news, and these was regular people, Jakes in the world talking about this. You know what I'm saying? So, the Lord is starting to, show signs in the heavens, and people noticing. Now, we know what those are. We know those aren't UFOs. We know those are the chariots. Those are the angels. But that's the point. The point bringing that out is because that's the eyes of the Lord.
Hey, bro, and like before the chariots, so-called UFOs, they were just like people used to write it off as like conspiracies or whatnot. But like there's so many sightings. Basically, Esau can't ignore it anymore. That's why it's come out. You have different people in the military and in the Air Force or whatever the case may be that are saying, yeah, we see these things.
Yeah.
So now, like the brother was saying, now it's mainstream. To hear about chariots being real.
Yeah, they can't ignore it and they can't hide it.
Exactly.
It's too many. Because especially now, because back like 50, 60 years ago, they could hide it because we didn't have people didn't have smartphones, they didn't have camera phones and all this technology that we have now. So now it's harder to keep things under wrap now. Even with media can't keep certain things under wrap because people are out there. You got bloggers, the truthers,
The alternative news.
They got these different outlets now that's counteracting the mainstream. So now that's why it says in Isaiah that Esau was going to be made bare, and that's the Lord exposing this stuff. But the point is, the eyes of the Lord upon the sinful kingdom. Right now that we in the current kingdom we in right now, that's pushing all wickedness on the earth is America.
Hey, bro, like we're in June. It's like June the 14th. In June, Esau calls it a Pride Month.
Right.
This is the month for these damn sodomites, man.
Yeah.
Only you always had sodomites and all over the world, but this place pushes it like it's something to be.
Right.
Like it's a cool thing. I've seen people have T-shirts that say like "gay is the new black." It's like the trend.
Right.
They pushing it on these kids. They push it on. But I remember being a little kid, bro. You remember that them books and that cartoon Arthur.
Uh-huh.
Or just recently, I seen on the news they had Arthur, like his teacher married another man.
Wow.
Like they pushing it on these children. They put, you got kids coming, so-called coming out of the closet at 5 years old, talking
Right.
about, I'm not a boy, I'm a girl.
Right.
And because this place promotes that all kind of confusion. That's why it's called Babylon.
That's right.
And that's why the Most High is gonna, utterly destroy it.
Yep.
It's gonna be, perpetually,
Yep.
smoking, man. This place, the only way to clean this place is just to burn it and just keep it burning, basically.
That's right.
This place is it is the most wickedest empire to ever exist.
That's right.
Let me get that in Esdras. This is second Esdras 15, and I'm gonna start at 5. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction."
Right, and that's what the Lord is doing. The Lord He's bringing that. You got apps where you can check earthquakes. Earthquakes going on every hour of the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord's bringing catastrophes. Hey, you see the people around the world, they're in the uproar about how things are going. How things are taking place on the earth. They're showing displaying their displeasure of what's going on in the earth. A lot of people are catching hell. A lot of people are feeling that squeeze.
Hell yeah. Hey, bro, and it says plagues. Hey, bro, in the last few weeks, last few months, you had the bubonic plague spring up again in the world.
Yeah.
You having, diseases that supposedly were done away with coming back. You got, measles outbreak in California. You have a few months back, you had hepatitis A outbreak in Skid Row.
Yeah.
So the Most High sending plagues. People are dying from all kinds of different diseases.
Yeah.
And that's part of the sword that's coming.
Yeah, I mean, you had down there in LA, you had the rodent infestation. You had typhus. You know what I'm saying? And you see, we're bringing these things out. And if you're a spiritual person, you'll think, damn, that sounds like Egypt. It sounds like ancient Egypt, because Egypt was plagued with locusts, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So, same thing that's going on with America. That's how you know this is Egypt all over again, spiritual Egypt.
Come on, bro. It says the sword, and you see, there's rumors, there's wars and rumors of wars.
Mm-hmm.
These America's trying to force a war with Iran.
Yep.
You got Russia ready to roll. If something happens with Iran, you got Russia and China down in Venezuela to stop Esau from just rolling in and doing what they want to do.
Right.
And so we at the brink.
Right.
So that's what's coming to this place.
Yep.
All right. It says, let me read that again. It says 2 Ezra 15:5. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth,
Right.
and her hurtful works are fulfilled."
That's right. Like you was going into Pride Month. Who? First of all, who gave this motherfucking authority to name something Pride Month?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Who? That just shows you that this man is proud. For him to declare a time of the year to be a month dedicated to sodomites, dedicated to people that lay down with the same sex. You know what I'm saying? The fact that this man can declare this in the earth shows you that who he is according to the scriptures. This is the wicked.
Speaking of Pride Month, bro, like I was watching this video. There's just one historian guy. His name is E. Michael Jones. He's like he writes history books, but he's a Catholic, so he writes it from a Catholic perspective. But he was talking about the pride stuff, right? The sodomy, and he was saying he said America is the gay disco. He's like, America is like a disco. You could do whatever you want, have fun, forget about everything. And he said, and he pushed this homosexuality. He's like, they're enslaving you. He's like, they're using so-called freedoms to further enslave you.
Right.
He said America's the only place where you can choose to live your life based on a sin that you want to commit.
Right.
And that's what that Pride Month is, right? It's pushing on sodomy. It's telling people, like, be proud to be a fucking sinner.
Right.
Be proud to be abominable.
Right.
Be proud to go against Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right. And it's at the same time it's a oppression going on in the midst of all this. You know what I'm saying? Because mainly who they pushing all these vibrations on? Our people, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. When you look at these celebrities, such as athletes, musicians, entertainers, comedians, and whatnot. Those are the people that our people look up to or aspire to be.
Yeah.
So when you see these athletes or these celebrities, these actors or whatever, or what have you, when they see them, the men of our people putting dresses on, doing movies or TV shows with them being emasculated before little children, Jake children, Jake little boys watching that. What do you think that's going to do to their subconscious? You're embedding that wickedness in their mind to when they reach adulthood, they don't think it's okay to lay down with the same sex. It's okay for me to put a dress on. It's okay for me to walk around, parade myself around like I'm a woman.
These younger Israelites, Jake thinks like that's what I got to do to make it.
Right.
So like I brought up that guy, that historian guy. He said it's slavery through freedom. So they're saying, forget everything that's going on in the world. Forget your subjection. Right. Forget that the currency is devaluing. Just you could sleep with what you want to sleep with. You could do all the drugs you want.
Right.
And that's America. That's freedom. That's liberty. That's what life is all about. But really, you getting enslaved to your own carnal desires.
Yep.
And
the same goes for the women too.
Yeah.
Because a woman ain't supposed to be. Because niggas, wicked ass niggas, thinking, oh, that's two women. That's different. No, that's wicked too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It goes for both sexes. And the Most High. That's why the brother read Amos 9:8. This place, he gonna destroy it off the face of the earth.
Yeah. I'll go back. Let me get it real quick. It's Isaiah 10:1. It says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed." It says to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless.
That's what they doing. The unrighteous decrees that they prescribe, that Pride Month, that's an unrighteous decree. Because what is that pushing? That's pushing wickedness. That's pushing, basically that's the population control.
Yeah.
Because when you have two men getting together and having sex, that's not going to produce anything. That doesn't produce life.
Yeah.
And in fact, that it does the opposite. It ends life.
Yeah.
Because the homosexuals, the dudes that do those acts, what happens? They get plagued with diseases such as AIDS, HIV, STDs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you read about that in the first chapter.
However, the scriptures say the wages of sin is death, man.
Yeah.
So sinning, that's what it's gonna bring.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, and I'm forgetting what state it was, but they had basically some boy came out and said, he's trans, right?
Yeah.
And like his father didn't want to like put him through like the hormones and the surgery and all that, and they said that he was, they charged him with child abuse because he didn't want to have his kid become a girl.
Wow.
So that is an unrighteous decree right there.
Yeah.
To where basically to do good is against the law.
Right.
In Esau's kingdom.
Yep.
And like the brother was saying, these laws and these vibrations are pushed out more on our people.
Yep.
Because when you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, when you are further from your power, basically Esau could do what he wants with you.
Right.
Because it's not gonna happen because it's not, the Most High didn't write it like this. But if Jake was to go back to the laws and pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, this place would be wiped away with this second.
Right. Esau. If you're familiar with the Superman story, Esau is like Lex Luthor. Basically, he knows what our kryptonite is.
Exactly.
He knows. Sin is Jake's kryptonite. You know what I'm saying? If I can keep these people sinning. That's gonna keep these motherfuckers weak. That's gonna keep them away from their power.
Ooh, I got that.
Because once Jake realized who he is, and he realized who Esau is, that's when Esau's in. He know he in trouble. You know, especially he ain't worried about these niggas, these 2/3 niggas. He worried about the prophets out
That's
there.
right.
You know.
I'll go back to second Ezra, but let me get this one. It's at Psalms 83:1. It says, "Keep not thou silent, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones." It said, "They have said, Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance."
Yeah, but that's what they did. You know, you read as you read Psalms 83.
Yeah, this Psalm 83 right here.
Yeah, you read Psalms 83. That's what they did. That's why when you go to these communities where you see so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they don't know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They dwell in the same communities, they dwell in the same cities, but they look at each other as if they're not the same.
That's right.
And they think they're different
People.
nation
Yeah.
or people. But when you come back into this, you come back into the truth, you understand that not only are you the same people, you under this, you have the same enemy. The common enemy is who? Esau. Because did not Esau, when he came over here, he started the so-called North American Indians, gave them smallpox, killed off their buffalo, raped and pillaged their land, raped and pillaged their women. Did he not do this? Did he not do the same to the so-called Negroes? Bring them over here into slavery, rape and pillage their women, put the so-called Negroes in hardcore bondage, have them pick cotton. Had Benjamin pick sugar cane, because Benjamin was in slavery in the islands too. All the tribes are under slavery now. Because who's like us mentioned in camp last Saturday? Who are the main people that keep this motherfucking running? Our people.
Hell yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? When you go to these warehouses, when you go to any of these heavy labor jobs where it requires the bringing goods, like merchandise and all that, is Israel.
On the ports, they work at the ports.
Mm-hmm.
They work in the trucks that take the goods to the warehouses. They work at the warehouses that ship everything out.
Yeah.
Israel is keeping this place afloat, man.
Yeah.
And not only in terms of like the goods and in like the in like the goods and stuff like that, but even in the entertainment.
Yeah.
Who's the one entertaining? Who's the one playing sports? Who's the one acting? Who's the one singing the songs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Israel makes this place, man.
Construction workers, the motherfuckers that build these buildings are Israel. You got certain brothers in the truth that's in the carpentry or construction. So we the ones that keep this motherfucking running. If it wasn't for us, our people, this place wouldn't even exist. It wouldn't be that great. Because who built this place? Israel.
Everyone, like you said, well, I just read in Psalms 83, like they're trying to keep Israel from knowing who they are, but really they worried about the prophets.
Yeah.
They worried about the Amen and Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But even though Edom and other nations have done everything to try to make us not know who we are, that remnant is gonna remember.
That's right.
This is Baruch 2 and 32. It says, "And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name."
Right. They ain't talking about what old boy say from ITR. He said the Vatican.
Yeah. He said that was Babylon.
Yeah, he said that was Babylon. We were bugged out. Anyway, that shows that America, because we just mentioned it. What did they do this to the Latinos and Native Americans and Negroes here in America? Because where did we all do? Hey, the only place you're gonna find all the tribes together in a community or in a city, so-called, is here in the Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the Northern Kingdom, you got Central America, South America, you got Mexico, Puerto Rico, you got these different lands, right? And even with Benjamin, they got Jamaica, and Levi got Haiti, but Judah is over here in America along with the rest of the tribe.
Let me get that again. Baruch 2 and 32, it says, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. So even though Esau's done everything so that Jake don't know who they are, that remnant, the Most High is Lord willing, we be part of that number. The Most High has opened up our eyes to see who we are, and He has given us His name and His Son's name, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, man. All right, and it says, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the ways of their fathers which sinned before the Lord. So Esau's trying to Esau has made the Israel conform to the ways of the world. Jake is completely lost. Hey, but that remnant, they have turned back to their power, man.
Right.
We're doing our best to follow the law, statutes, the commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh to the best of our ability. We're out there doing the work. We're out here doing our videos, our shows. Right. You out there going to camp. We trying to walk the straight and narrow. We trying our best to be good brethren.
Yeah.
So that remnant, what did Yahweh Shai tell the disciples? That they can't be taken from His Father's hand.
Right.
That she hear His voice, man. So that's the remnant. The elect waking back up, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So let me go back real quick to Second Ezra 15 and 6. It says, "For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness."
Right. And you doing that by the prophet.
Yeah.
The Lord ain't gonna come down here in person and talk to you. Because the Most High, the Heavenly Father, first of all, he don't have to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's the king. He don't have to do anything. He's the creator. Everything that's going on in this earth, everything that's going on, whether it be in the heavens, on the earth, or wherever, it's what the Most High wants.
Hey, bro, that goes with Isaiah 58, which says, "Tell my people their transgressions, and Israel their sins." So that's how the Most High is not holding His tongue anymore.
Right.
It says, "I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in these things in which they wickedly exercise themselves." It says, "Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually."
Right. And that's what we doing. We complaining continually. Even the brothers that come into the truth and pass away, they complaining to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, and we can see that this place is through. We have faith that this place is going to be destroyed. You see, when you come into this truth, as you grow in this truth, your faith grows. You have it in your mind set that this place is going to fall eventually. Because it's already falling, but we have it clear in our mind that this place is going to be destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta believe that. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be saying America's gonna be destroyed, but in the back of your mind, you having doubts, or you thinking that this place is gonna go on forever. Because that's what happens to dudes that go back into the world.
Yeah.
They had that doubt. They give the doubt. They entertain that thought in their mind to the point where now it's like it's becoming. It's sinking into their brain to where, okay, maybe this truth isn't for me after all. Maybe maybe I'm wasting my time here. And they go back into the world. So now it's even more now, like brothers been going into lately, building up your spirit. Because we in some crucial times. It's about to get on the popping, man. Any second, they over there in Iran. They all this tension going on. World War III is on the brink, man. So, we just gotta keep doing what we've been doing, and hopefully the Lord have mercy on us.
Well, let me get one real quick. It's Hebrews 11:1. It says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not seen." Yep. So, like you said, when you come in this, you got to be sure that you got to be able to see that this place is going to be destroyed. You have to be completely sure that that's what's going to happen, because Yahweh Shem Shai's words are faithful and true.
Yep.
If you can't see this, if you're doubting whether it's going to happen, hey, that means you don't have no faith, and the Most High has no use for you.
Right.
It says without faith, it's impossible to please Him.
That's right. The faith is a gift. The Most High has to give you faith.
Let me get that
first place. You know what I'm saying? Because faith ain't something you just go to the store and buy. You know what I'm saying? The Most High has to give you that faith in the first place.
Let me get that, bro. It's
Yeah, go ahead.
Ephesians 2:8. It says, "For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves.
Right.
It is a gift of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai."
That's right. So the Lord has to give you that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, because you can't make yourself believe in something. You the Lord gave you that spirit to believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? It's plain and simple.
It says, "Not of works, lest any man should boast." So, like you
Right.
said, you can't make yourself have faith. Otherwise, people will get proud.
Yeah.
Like, I gave myself this faith. I'm keeping myself in this truth. I'm keeping myself,
Right.
in the spirit. Hey, it's not of us, man. Hey, I didn't wake up one day and say, you know what, I don't have faith. I'm gonna have the spirit.
Right.
The Most High imparted that onto me, man.
Right.
You know,
You didn't even have a say so in being Israelite.
and that keeps you humble, bro. Knowing that I didn't have this faith. I didn't wake up one day and have the words in the spirit of Yahweh Shimei Shai.
Right.
The same way that the Most High gave it to you, he could take it away.
Right.
So that keeps you humble, bro.
Yeah, you didn't even have a say so of being an Israelite.
Exactly.
You could have been a Moabite. You could have been an Edomite. Shit. You know? So, just having that thought process, like you say, yeah, it keeps you humble. You know, and it also keeps that fear upon you. You know, because you gotta walk in fear. Go on.
Come on, bro. That keeps you going, man.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I could go a little bit more. Verse 10, it says, "For we are his workmanship, created in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai unto good works, which the Most High had before ordained that we should walk in them."
Mm-hmm.
And so the Most High ordained that we should walk in good works, man.
Yeah.
You know, and how do you show your works? Like, you can't have works without your faith, man.
That's right.
So really, it goes back to faith.
Yep. And the Lord has to give you that faith.
Huh.
It takes faith for you for brothers to grow their beard out. It takes faith for brothers not to line up their hair, shave off their hair. It takes faith for you not to get tattoos. It takes faith for you to stop eating pork, stop smoking, stop committing adultery. It takes faith to go out there on the highways and byways and teach this word.
Yep.
It takes faith to do these lessons, to do as much as you can, do the best of your ability, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shah. All those things take faith. But in order to have that faith, it has to be given to you.
Mm-hmm.
In the first place.
That is true, bro. Like you said, that keeps you humble and it keeps you fearful.
Yeah.
Because this is not of us, man. We didn't choose to have this.
Right.
And if you don't do what's required of you, because bro, it says what the scripture say, to whom is much given is much required.
Yeah.
If you don't do what's required of you, then Most High could take it away just from you, just like that.
Yeah. You be beaten with many stripes.
Uh,
Because we can't see the Lord, we can't see Yahweh Shah with our bodily eyes. But guess what? Us doing this work shows that we do believe.
mm-hmm.
Because we can't see, because we believe. That's why people call us crazy, because we believe in something we can't see.
Exactly, bro.
But that's matter of fact, you still in Hebrews 11?
No, I'll go back to it.
Because it's going to give you the definition of what faith is.
Let me get that again. Hebrews 11:1. It says, "Our faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen."
The evidence of things not seen. We can't see the kingdom right now with our body. I mean, we imagine, we try to picture it in our mind, but we can't physically see it.
Mm-hmm.
We can't see the Yahweh Shai right now with the angels, all together. We can't see those things. You know what I'm saying? But we believe those things. We believe that the Lord, the angels exist. We believe all these things is going to come into existence. That's what having faith is about. You read it again.
It says Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Mm-hmm.
There's evidence of things not seen, bro. Yeah. So having faith, like you said, people think of us as crazy because we can't see these things. But having faith, bro, that's the evidence of what's coming. That's the evidence that there's a Most High. That's the evidence that there's a kingdom coming. There's evidence of the chariots coming to destroy this place.
Right.
You believe in it is evidence that it's true, man.
You being in this truth. The Lord quickening your understanding of things. Oh, you getting the understanding of the scriptures. The men teaching you. And you seeing things on your own, going through your own experiences, having testimonies of how the Lord delivered you out of certain situations. Building faith builders, what we call them, faith builders. You know what I'm saying? You have the Lord gives you all these things to show you that, look, this is real. You know what I'm saying? You believe me or you don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's and see 2/3 of our people, like I said, if it's not something carnal or they that's tangible that they can feel, touch, and taste, then they feel like it's a waste of time. You know, because we talking about some spiritual thing. Jake just care about paying their bills.
Ooh, bro, I got one for that one, bro. This
Well,
is 2 Corinthians 4, and I'm gonna start a little bit up, but the point is in 18. I'm gonna start at 16. It says, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day.
right,
It says, for a light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal way of glory. It says, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen.
right,
For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
right. So the things that are seen, you know, are temporal, and the things that are not seen are eternal.
Mm-hmm.
Where the things that's not seen right now, the kingdom of heaven, that's going to be eternal. Our kingdom is going to have no end. But see, this kingdom that we see now, this place is coming to an end right now. This is temporary. You know what I'm saying? Like they talk about Rome, and now they talk about ancient Greece. Them kingdoms was ruling at one point.
Mm-hmm.
They existed. People walking around, they probably thinking, oh, this is how it's gonna be for forever.
Egypt.
But what happened? Now they history. They in history books. You see old statues, old relics of that time period. They even make movies about it. They make video games about it.
Hey, bro, and you know, let's say 2/3. So you so-called, you know, Negros, Latinos, Native Americans, you guys only see on the things that are temporal, man, the carnal things.
Yeah.
You only see your job. You only see your family. You only see working for Esau for fucking 50, 60 years.
Yeah.
That's all you can see, man. But like the brother was saying, we seen things that are eternal, man.
Yeah.
We see in the kingdom. We seen having these nations under our feet.
Right.
We seen, you know, our people, you know, being in order. We
Right.
seen our Lord, you know. And you may see us as crazy because you'll be like, oh, there's no evidence. You know, people always say, oh, God don't exist. What's the evidence? Our faith is the evidence, bro.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So we're not worried about this fucking place, man. This place is gonna be destroyed.
Right. And we know because like the faith, because this faith ain't something I didn't have this. You know what I'm saying, in the world. You know what I mean? Like even going out speaking in public, like we out there raising our voice to all these people that walk by us. I wasn't doing that back in the day. I couldn't even go up
In front of a
from
classroom.
Shit, I didn't even do that among my friends a lot. You know what I'm saying? But that show you that's you know that's a higher power to do that,
Hey, that's right, bro.
and to do that and have no fear at all.
None,
Come on,
bro. None.
Come on, that's something beyond our comprehension.
It was scripture says that the righteous are bold as lions, bro.
Yeah,
Like you said, we go out there. We're not fearing, bro. We you know, we're prophesying against this place, man. Against the most powerful men on the earth, man.
yeah,
You know the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds and the bankers, you know.
yeah.
And we are nothing in this world, bro. So like, the Most High said, the scripture said, the Most High uses the base things
Yeah.
to confound the wise, man.
Yeah. I mean, hey, this thing is deep, man. I mean, like even the basics of the scriptures, the milk is deep, man. This truth is deep.
Let me get a quick one, bro. Hebrews 4:2. Hebrews 4:2. It says, "For unto us was the gospel preached as well as unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it."
See, so
It's all faith. It's all about faith.
you can
bro.
hear like you a brother, right? You be watching the video, you can hear what's being said, but it has to be mixed with faith. You have to believe in what you're hearing.
That's right.
You know, a lot of people. That's what a lot of people do. They'll watch certain videos and they'll be like, I was
Kind of on the fence.
on the fence, but then that happened. I was like with Polite, when he went to when he was in the midst of the apostles, he said, "Y'all almost had me," but then y'all was the Jonah.
Yeah, and the fish.
And the fit, when Jonah was in the belly of the fish, he was like, nah, I can't basically I can't rock with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, I mean that ultimately the Lord didn't want him to get it. You know what I mean? But the point is, you have to have faith.
Bro, the Lord didn't want him to get it, so the Lord didn't give him the gift of faith.
Yeah, the
bro.
Lord didn't give him the faith because if he would have, if it, like it says, he would have heard those words, he would have been converted and been healed.
Yep.
But see, the Lord rejected him. See, a lot of people come up to the camp some of them come up to be converted and be healed, and some of them come up to be condemned.
That's right.
You know, because some people will come up to us talking shit, you know what I'm saying, and they get marked.
Yeah.
And then some brothers might come up, they sincere, they really want to know what's going on, you know. But the point is, you know, when you hear these words, they have to be mixed with faith.
Yeah. Otherwise, they don't profit you.
Right.
I mean that's it on that one, bro.
So
Oh, let me get one thing. Since you said marked, some people get marked. Is this there's there's a good mark and then there's a bad mark, right? This is Ezekiel 9:4. It says, and Yahweh Bashim Yahushai said unto him, go to the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Yep. So that's what we do. We said this mark, Bawa, which means exemption. You know, because that mark is talking about this knowledge.
Yeah.
Bible is truth. You know what I'm saying? When we go out there in the highways and byways, wherever brothers take heed to what we saying, or take heed to what the word is saying, not just us, because we speaking what the word is saying, we take heed to these words, they're going to be exempt from judgment. Lord willing that they be those men, Lord willing we be those men.
And if they hear the word and it's mixed with faith, then it's going to profit them.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And then some, like some are going to be marked for exemption, or willing we're part of that number, and some are going to be marked for death.
Yeah. Yep. And see, like it says in John, you ain't got to get it. In John 10 chapter, it says, my sheep, we always said, my sheep hear my voice and they follow me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it applies to. It applies to the sheep of Yahweh Shai, because ain't no nigga gonna come and receive this and be able to walk among the chosen. This is only, like it said, chosen. You gotta be a chosen, other chosen people. You know what I'm saying?
Many are called, but few are chosen.
Yep. Because even the Lord has a group of people that's above his special people. You know what I'm saying?
Of Israel of Israel. The Israel of Israel.
Israel the Most High. Yeah, you good. Israel the Most High. So that's pretty much the point. You know what I'm saying? That's why we do what we do. This is why we go through all the trials. This is what we wake up. This is what we this is like in 300. Said this is what we were born to do. You know what I'm saying? Like we in the trenches, we go through what we go through. We have ups and downs. But at the end of the day, this is what it's all about. It's all about hopefully being a part of that number, that chosen. So with that, we're gonna wrap it up. Hopefully you bros was edified, man. You brothers stay strong, keep fighting, be sincere about this, man. You know what I'm saying? Pray the Lord keep that spirit upon you, keep that fear upon you, that faith, humble and faith, So with that, we want to give all glory and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Makakadash.
The one, this is the apostles and elders, great millstone. And this salutations to the hopeful elect. We're going to say shalom.
Shalom.